Didn't take you long to find a new friend.
My radar tells me that you two are more than just friends. Am I right?
It was a long time ago. 9 days.
That's a classic from The Kids in the Hall, the Canadian sketch comedy troupe from the 80s and the 90s. They reunited briefly to tour a few years ago and had a show as well. The time has apparently arrived for another comeback, which is great news. Tashana Reed's here with the details. So what have they got in store?
Well, they're back together again, and you know they are ready to make us all laugh. Now, the comedy troupe is kicking off their North American tour tomorrow here in Toronto, and this is the city in where their careers all began. This is when, they started their comedy sketch show on CBC in 1988. It ran until 1995, and then they moved to HBO. They also did a feature film, many of us will remember, Bring Candy in 2006, and a miniseries in 2010. So fans will be able to see Dave Foley, Bruce McCullough, Kevin McDonald, Mark McKinney, and Scott Thompson together on stage, and they're going to bring back some of the old favorites. So characters like the Chicken Lady and the infamous Head Crusher will be brought back on stage, but they also plan to share some new material that they've been working on. They continue to write a lot, and they kick things off at the Danforth Music Hall tomorrow night. They also have a show in Hamilton on the weekend, and then they head over to the U.S., but there will be some dates across the country in Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Ottawa, and Winnipeg.
They must be under pressure all the time from people saying, come on, get back together, do another tour. So why has it been that there's actually been such a break between those?
Yeah, so the last time they were together was 2008. And the truth is that they're all working on other projects. They're taking on different roles and keeping busy in many different ways. So for them to actually find 2 months to tour together again and write together again is a bit of a challenge because they all have things going on. But we did have a chance to speak with Mark McKinney and Bruce McCullough about the reunion. And here's what they had to say about getting back together again.
By default, becomes a kind of a family that you're kind of happy to have a reunion with, though there's always a tightening of the stomach walking into a Kids in the Hall a reunion.
Who's going to hurt me today?
Yeah, who's going to hurt me?
The punch can come from anywhere when you least expect it.
And at least twice during the day, I have my walkout speech ready. I'm done with you guys, and then I always stick around.
Own words, they say that they're a bit of a dysfunctional family. They're almost like a group, brothers, and they reunite back together. But they've been busy on their own projects. McKinney's shooting a pilot for NBC in LA. McCullough's been working on Young Drunk Punks. So they've been busy, but this is a chance for people to see them again.
And I'm sure they'll be welcomed by the audiences too. Thanks, Tashana.
Anytime.